we're going to check out Oliver Anthony's new breakup song. His wife left him after he got big and wanted more than half of his money.
Man, this is some bullshit!
She wanted residuals. She wants to keep making money down the road off of him.
The price is wrong, bitch.
I don't understand people. It makes no sense to me. And I can imagine that this song is going to
highlight.
Yeah, it's going to put a big old bright spotlight on dads men have to go through when it comes to separation and divorce.
I don't think that was the original idea, but that's the idea now.
Court system does not like us. It does not. Take it from somebody who's been as recently as today.
Yeah.
Recently as today, I had to go to court over child support, custody, all that fun stuff. And I've been doing this for 13 years now. So I want to hear what Oliver has to say because I want to feel it. I want to feel it. Scornful Woman. That's a good name.
Okay.
Good name for this track.
Go.
I want to hear what's going on with you, Oliver, so we're going to check that out.
Full send.
Let's do this.
Well,
He's
she
got a
got a
studio
side tour.
He's smart.
I wanna run from. She'll turn a warm afternoon into a cold, cold one. Well, he grabbed the apple and Adam took a bite. And now all these years later, and the math still ain't right with a scornful woman.
Math ain't right, baby. Preach it. Tell him.
I used to sleep so good, didn't have a nightmare. I was busy dreaming, believing he's always gonna be right there. And now the middle of the day is like the middle of the night. And the court says 50-50, but the math don't seem right with a scornful woman. A scornful woman.
I should sing this one.
She can have all the money.
Oh.
And they can keep all the fame. I go back to being broke as a joke if I could just get a break from the pain.
Dang.
He didn't say near enough. Not near enough. I was hoping he would go way more in depth on what happens in these instances.
But nothing he said was wrong.
Well, he said he wished he could go back to being broke as a joke. Well, for most of us, once that happens, we don't have to wish for that.
You're there.
I know you know, all right?
And I know, you know.
Right.
Right.
The fuck are you talking about?
Well, he was saying he would go back to that if he could just get a break.
Yeah, and trust me, Oliver, it ain't that fun. Being broke is a joke with the pain and everything, all, still.
Sure is.
That's how our court system works. So I wish Oliver would have gone far more in depth. He may not have kids, because let me tell you, when it comes to kids, it's a total just bend over.
Oh, it's a total.
You just, what you want, Dad? Yeah.
That is one big pile of shit.
Trust me. And there's a lot of men out there can relate. You guys get in my comments, because we all got stories of that kind of stuff. Look into that, Oliver. You started a hashtag. We got to figure out a hashtag for this, but we started that. You need to get a Grammy for this, and you need to write a follow-up for all us dads.
Hashtag Scornful Woman.
Yeah. Scornful Woman Part 2. This one's for the dads this time.
I'm mostly excited this will exist now.
If I could just go back to being broke and not hurt. That ain't an option for most of us. That truly is not an option for most people, and that's why kids today are turning away from marriage. You got a problem. You got a serious problem that needs to be addressed. Kids today have seen what their parents went through. They've seen what their dad went through. They said, I ain't doing that. I got to see Dad during the summer and every other weekend, or, some time on the holidays, but that could happen to me. I could have a kid, and then I don't get it. That sucks. Why would I do that?
You don't know about it. You got that, son.
So I get it.
I'm a product of that.
Everybody is.
Nowadays.
Everybody your parents still together? No, they got divorced when I was 4. That's the problem with marriage, is it's a get out of jail free card. You're just like, I'm tired of it, I want out.
It used to be a sin.
It used to be till death do you part. You make this commitment through bad, good, it doesn't matter. You stick together because you become your partners in crime at this point. And then you just allow, one of them to taste a little bit of success and be like, well, now that I'm successful, I don't need that person. I can just obligate myself out of this and see what they can offer me to help me along my new journey. Yeah. Fix the system. Fix the system. Oliver, start you a hashtag. Let's fix the system. Because that's why kids aren't getting married today. And I don't blame them one iota. And it sucks. Because I'm a true believer in family. And I believe that that's how it should be. So until you find the right person, don't make that commitment. And sometimes you're just young and you don't know any better, and you pay for it for the rest of your life. We should do that, Oliver. We should get into a part 2. I say we like I'm part of your career, and we're buddies. I can just call you up and go, hey man, I got an idea. But yeah, start your hashtag. Start some eyes on that. We got eyes on everything else. People are so worried about everything else, but our birth rate is just plummeting. That's a concern. That's a real concern. And this is something that should be highlighted or spotlighted so people can figure out, well, what do we do about this? What do we do about getting a family and having people, if we're just going to let feminism take over and let women just do OnlyFans and...
Oh, Lord.
What we got?
I'm just a nigga that love titties. Have a good day, man.
Well, if the woman would respect herself, firstly, don't get on OnlyFans.
There's your problem.
Don't do all this stuff that...
We've created an entire generation of girls with daddy issues. That is a reality. And girls with daddy issues tend to lash out. Like back when I was younger, it was always the Catholic school girls. The girls in the Catholic school, they're freaky. Nowadays, it's pretty much every girl, because they grew up in this crazy society of allowing divorce and parents to split and giving kids complexes and daddy issues and pumping them full of ADHD medication. And I could go on and on and on.
I didn't have the last thing.
Yeah, well, that's a part of that reality too. Is I don't feel like dealing with this kid. Let's give them ADHD medication, and I'm going to talk bad about their father for the next hour. So that way, the next time he picks you up for the weekend, you get to spend the weekend hearing about all the nasty stuff that mom said about you, type of crap. So we need to have that conversation. Get to it, Anthony. Oliver. Mr. Anthony. Get to it. Hashtag. Yeah. Hashtag.
Scornful Woman.
2. The return. we're gonna have this conversation.
That's a really long hashtag. We gotta shorten this. We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
Just call me Oliver. We'll hook it up.
Call me Oliver.
Like, share,
Subscribe.
do the thing.
Do the thing.
Until the next time, guys, as always, come at me, bro.
The bro down is over. Let's bro out.